Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Best of the Week in Dreams from the Tenya / It's All Star / Ali. That's me. What I have here is my personal collection of the Best of the Week, and I'm going to go through them all as quick as I can. I think an appropriate place to start is with my personal pick of the week, which is Omni from Zoobob 14. This only came out yesterday. It's a long-form puzzle game where you have to help Eddie solve his way through their biggest project yet. It's got a marvellously curated soundtrack from the community, as well as being a marvellous game itself. You can see all of that soundtrack here. And yeah, this is really cool. Let's very quickly load it up. But this is a long form game. I'm obviously not really showcasing it here. I'm more just letting you know that it's a game that is worth your time. It's worth playing. This collection is available in-game. And, really, I would recommend people check things out. It's just really cool from Zoobob. We've seen Zoobob grow over time. They've made various puzzle games in the past as well, but they've grown and they've gotten better. And this really is their biggest project yet, and it shows. It's their biggest. It's their most polished, and it's great. It works. I will have to move on in a moment though. The thing with puzzle games is that we give away solutions, and also we're trying to do 72 creations in 60 minutes. Let's now move on to a new game from Magawan, which is an expansion of an idea that they came up with a long time ago. Some people have been playing this and they've been saying, oh, this is like Wibble Wobble, and it is a bit like Wibble Wobble, but ultimately it comes from this showcase that they done a long time before Wibble Wobble. This is Fruit Bowl Race demo level, and I do hope to see it expanded in the future. It's really interesting as we control this character who is a fruit bowl, and we have fruit inside of us, and that fruit acts as our HP. Look, there we go. If I jump and I lose the fruit, then I die, because the fruit is our HP. Now we're going to try and do a quick run of this course. There we go, we got more fruit there, essentially, more HP. And it's not just apples, you get grapes as well. You get bananas, you get melons. Oh no, we're losing them. There we go, there's some more apples. Oh, you get rocks. I don't want the rocks though. You don't want the rocks. Oh, here we go, here we go. You get bonuses at the end for completing with more fruit as well, so it's not just about time. Oh no, oh no. Oh. You also have this shield ability that I should have used there. We'll use this shield in a moment just to show it off. Oh. Yeah, there we go, there's the shield, so now that fruit is safe. There's some more grapes. This is really cool, and it uses music from the Dream Sounds Low Thermal Racing Jam, which I think is, oh flip, we just lost our apples. But I think that's really nice. It's always nice for me to hear Dream Sounds music used and stuff, you know? Because there is a whole library of great music to be used there. From all of the jams each week. Now there's a secret trophy up there, and you get a bonus if you complete the level with that. Once upon a time I was #1 in the world on that scoreboard there, race time with trophy. But of course Bees and Tanks has knocked me off, and that's cool, that's cool. We now move on to Cargo Culture from Gia Tensor. Now this is an older dream. It actually came out about a year and a half ago approximately. And I had played it back then, but only recently, it sort of came back into my attention, and I noticed that it was something that I hadn't necessarily promoted in the past or anything, and it is really cool. Again, such is the nature of this little showcase here that I can't play it for long. I need to move on soon. But this has a mode where you can play a game, and it also has a sort of sandbox mode where you can just sort of relax to some music and stuff. It's cool. I actually appear to be struggling right now for some reason, but you can see the gist of it. It's just really cool. It's really nicely put together, isn't it? it's really nice, it's satisfying, it feels good, it feels cool. And there's various modes here, and it's cargo culture, and it's an old classic that I thought I'd just sort of bring forward again. We've now got Averys Easter Adventure from Shawnee88, in which you have to help Avery the rabbit find all of his missing chocolate and Easter eggs from around the area. And this is cool, it's got lots of community shout-outs in it. Every time that you do pick up some chocolate, the name of a member of the community does appear on screen. And also, yes, that is me doing the voice acting as well. There's some chocolate with Media Molecule's name on it. Let's quickly get some more chocolate. There's Grub Raw.
Chocolate.
Here's a mallet. Now what's really cool is that when you pick up these mallets, you can take them to areas that are covered by rocks, and then you can like smash the rocks in order to discover new areas. The mallets are one-time use, so every time you do that, you have to discover a new one. But it's just cool that there are these secret areas to explore, and it's great work from Shawnee88. It's marvellous seeing them put together. A little fun platformer with so many community references as well, and I look forward to their future work. In the past, they've mainly been like known as a sort of playtester and collaborator with Scary Biscuit, but it's great to see them, you know, take steps out on their own in the Dreamverse. It's really cool. Now we're just going to have a slight little animation break as we check out Easter Bunny Jr. from Mila Moho. Now this creation is quite special in particular because this streamer is on the record as saying that they only started dreaming in February. You know, they're new to dreams, they're new to the community, they're new to creating. And to get dreams in February and to already be making something this cool shows genuine promise. Let's check this out.
Cam and mic ready, guys?
1 second, please. Mic needs to be a little higher.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
So, dear audience, today we are talking to this little bunny. Hello, dear. We're happy to have you here. You are a special little junior because your father is our beloved Easter Bunny. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my pa.
So someday you will be the popular Easter Bunny who will bring us all the Easter eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that doesn't sound like you're looking forward to it. I thought you were the happiest bunny ever.
Well, it's just about the eggs. My father paints all of them. And then he hides and hides and hides them. And the humans search and search and search them. And then they eat them in, well, maybe 10 seconds.
Yes, but it has always been like that. So what exactly bothers you about it? Isn't it just a nice tradition?
Well, yes, that's what the older ones always say.
Oh, okay.
But in fact, it's just old-fashioned, and it's not sustainable at all. Well, you should know, nowadays, sustainability is very, very important.
So, what do you think could be done better? Excuse me?
Huh? What? As to be honest, I'm not really sure about this yet.
So?
Let me think about it. Well, maybe instead of all the eggs, I could bring them a chicken.
And there we go, that's a really fun, really well done animation from a newcomer to the Dreamverse, Mila Moho. I really look forward to what they bring out next in the future. And of course it's great that they managed to get Kelby Jones to do some voice acting on that as well. Marvellous stuff. Now, let's play Prof from It's Me Juvie. The name was apparently suggested from Elka, and this is an entry to the like the Green Game Jam that's happening at the moment, and it just allows you to decorate your own little planet. It's really fun. It's a little sandbox. There is also survival mode, but we're just showing off the sandbox mode for now. Now let's plant a tree. There we go. Bunch of trees here. And then a wind turbine over here. Up at the highest point, right? Stick a rock there. Stick a greenhouse next to the trees here. In fact, stick it here because it'll get more sunshine. Have a little boat. There we go. A plant? Sure, we'll have a plant. Stone path? Why not? Building? There we go. Lighthouse? And now let's just destroy this building. Don't like it. See, you can literally just build a little world. It's really cool. It's really fun. It's great from its me Juvie. And they have put together like such a variety of different quality content over the past few months in Dreams. Obviously starting with Triangle of Sentient and then moving on to other things as well. It's really great seeing them do so many different things, and I look forward to more in the future. I suppose this is the perfect segue to point out that this week in the Creator Spotlight section I do have It's Me Juvie. So you can see here, look, Triangle is Sentient, Impy nominated, pick. Skating Sky, really fun minigame. Really enjoyable. It reminds me of Rocket League, the way that you're like sort of flying around and stuff. This is an entry to one of the video jams one week. It's a really nice visual to go with some music. And then here's an entry to the PDHM challenges from them as well. And yeah, look, it's just great seeing them build up their portfolio of Dreams. And I look forward to whatever else they do in the future. So there we go, Creator Spotlight of the week. It's me, Juvie. Let's now move on to a creation from Joe Ryan. This is a demo for Hell's Dungeon. It's an isometric action game, which I've seen some people compare to Hades, and I can understand where those comparisons come from. It's not a roguelike, but you do power up over time. And it's cool, it's interesting. Let's reset progress just to show it from the start. But we're just going to have a quick little playthrough. So we're going to stick with this playstyle. I quite like the dual blades, but you can also switch to this, and there are going to be another 2 playstyles in the full game as well. This is just a demo. You've got like blacksmith character here you can get upgrades from. Right now they're locked because I've not completed a run, but over time you'll get them. And here is more information about this demo and what the full game will have. There's a tutorial here, but I don't need to do it. I already know what I'm doing. If you're going to play, I do recommend you to do the tutorial first. So here we go. This music is of course by the Red Prophet, but it's remixed. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool to hear like this Halloween in a different light. Now you can dash with X. That's very similar to Hades. You can do that to get over lava pits like that. And it's great. It's really well put together. We also have this bar that's filling up that is our special attack. I'm going to press R1 to use that soon. Here we go. Oh, I missed with it actually. I missed. But that's fine. That's life, isn't it? This is pretty cool though, isn't it? It's really well done. And I do look forward to the full game. But what's interesting is that, you know, once I do complete this run, I'll be taken back to the hub world, and of course I'll have like currency and stuff. And then you can use that currency to buy perks and to buy upgrades and to buy things like more health, more attack power, etc. And I've seen Joe Ryan working on it on his stream, and I gather that, you know, the upgrades go a long way, and there's going to be a lot of levels, and genuinely, it's going to be a cool game when it comes out. There we go, that took care of them. We appear to not actually be getting gold. We're still at 0 gold, but I don't know. I was getting gold when I played it previously. But that is Hell's Dungeon, a demo of a game by Joe Ryan that I look forward to the full release of. Now let's check out Egg Spoon Kitchen Madness from Vooper Hash Brown and YouTube Biovan. This game's a bit crazy and we're not going to last long, but we've got to keep our egg on the spoon as things fall from the sky. Oh, flip. They fall from everywhere. They fall from the sky, they come from in front of you. Everything in this planet is just trying to, like... Oh, we got scrambled again. See, I'm terrible at this. You really need to, like, be fast, and, like, you can flip your spoon around by doing this, right? See, I know I just flipped my egg deliberately there, but... Obviously, you have to use that spin and the movement to, like, move really fast, and, oh, it's super tough. But I want to see people play it and get good at it, and get high scores, because, like, I think that it is cool. It's oh, flip, we got scrambled. It is cool, it is fun, but we keep getting, you know what I mean? Like, it's so tough. But that's kind of what, I don't know. See, here comes, oh, right, there we go, through phase 1, right, oh, flip. Scrambled. Let's go one more time. It's compelling, isn't it? It's like... It's a very difficult game, but it's got that one... Oh, flip. It's got that one more go factor. It's Egg Spoon Kitchen Madness. It's really crazy. Now, this next game's quite interesting. It's from Apollonius, who is a bit of a Dreams legend, nominated for Hidden Gem back at the first Stimpies. They put out all sorts of amazing prototypes all the time. But this is Dreamgirl, Bring Your Own Paper, a Boggle-like game. And I'm not sure if any of you know how to play a game called Boggle. But if you do, this should make sense to you. The only problem with this from a Dreams perspective is that, like, you do need to bring your piece of paper. You know, you can see the instructions here. Use a piece of paper and write down your words. You've got 30 seconds. Take it in turns with the person sitting next to you. See who can get the most points over each round. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's cool. You do need to bring paper in real life, but it's cool. It's nice to see Dreams, like, just used for different things. And it's got a great soundtrack of music mainly from Dream Sounds Jams, which again is cool. It's great to see that music used. I've not been looking for words the whole time that I've been doing it, but I do see a lark here just now. I see beat, I see volt, I see vol, I see eat. There we go. I got a few letters there. I didn't write them down on a bit of paper though. But that's really cool, and also the scene is remixable if you would like to try your own thing with it. Now, we have a dreamer called Alaska from Dovahkiin153, which again is interesting. This is a relatively new dreamer. They're low level, they've not released a lot. And this is a great dream, it's really cool. It's a first person walking simulator with slight puzzles, but what it has is wonderful, like, narrative and just atmosphere and design. It's a long form dream, it takes a while to play through. We're only playing it for a moment just now in order to get through them all within the 60 minutes allotted to us by ourselves. But I do hope to get to a little bit of the gameplay here, to wander around and show you the world. And here we go, this is it, this is me now. I'm free to wander. This is a really well done walking game. And it does have more than walking as well. It does have narrative, and it has a couple of set pieces and a couple of minor puzzles. But, you know, it's just a way to describe things sometimes in a way that makes sense to people. And you are spending a lot of time just wandering around, absorbing the atmosphere and stuff, which is cool. Look at this house. This is one of those games that I do urge people to go and check out for themselves. But that is the case with all of these, really. Every single week I'm blown away by the things that I'm able to put into this collection. There's just always amazing stuff coming out every single week. Dreams is full of amazing stuff. It's like the best indie gaming, like, sort of front or whatever, you know? And we're going to move on from this now because I don't want to give it all away. But look at all of these scenes. You can see there's a lot of scenes here. This is a proper experience. It's really cool. If you were intrigued by that, please do go check it out. It's great. Now we're going to check out Aerosim, UFO Simulator. And we're going to also mention that I discovered this stream through the last issue of Flick Punk magazine from Flash Medallion, which is cool. I mean, I might have got around to it eventually, but I did discover it through this. So that's cool. Anyway, this is an interesting...
Hello, welcome to Aerosim.
Little flight sim where you're in a UFO. How do we get in it again? Wait a minute. What are they going... It's been a while. Yeah, triangle. Cool. Oh, wrong button. Okay, now. By the way, the like skybox is fun as well. You can like totally change the skybox in this game. But yeah, ascend. Okay. Oh, I'm still in the skybox. There we go. There's no objective in this game. You are just flying around as a little UFO. There is a world for you to explore and stuff, but there's nothing to do really. You're just flying around. Oh, I didn't mean to make it nighttime, but you can see how beautiful the world is. And you do literally just fly around. It's not a bad thing. Look at that, we can like spin around while flying. It's a shame that I made it nighttime. There we go, there we go. Oh, I don't want to be so high though. It does appear as though I've flown out into the nether regions. I shouldn't have used my hyperdrive, it's my own fault. Also, I've changed the saturation and stuff, haven't I? Yeah, the sun. Like, basically, I've messed around with the skybox, but it's cool that they've got that skybox in there. And it's a fun UFO simulator. Now, this next game's pretty interesting as well. This is Rob Rush, Catch the Robber, from Doipa Puxte. And this is, like, the first thing that I've, like, played by them, basically. And it's an endless runner, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Alright, so there we go. The robber got the money, and now we've got to catch the robber. And it's an endless runner. The thing... Oh, flip. I didn't mean to get hit there. Alright, let's go again. Let's get that robber. He's got the gold. Let's get him. But the thing is, because it's an endless runner, you can't get the robber. It's impossible. You'll never ever catch him. It's just about going for as far as you can. Oh! It's different every time as well. Yeah, see, those things got us again, right? It's different every time. It is, like, procedural. And look, I'm aware of how janky all of this is, right? But I also really respect it. This streamer is making their way, and they've come up with, like, you know, a cool idea, ultimately. And I'm happy to encourage them. I'd love to see more. And this isn't, like, dead by any means. There's just little tweaks that can turn this from the absolute chaos that it is into something a little bit more polished as well, but you wouldn't want it to lose the chaos factor, because when I first played this, it made me laugh out loud in a good way. And like, you know, you wouldn't want to lose that. It was enjoyable, and it is enjoyable, and it's cool, and I look forward to seeing more. It's important to encourage newer creators as well. I'm determined to keep going until I die, but I shouldn't really, because we're on the clock. We're on the clock. I'm just waiting for one of these big things to come and end it. Oh, there we go. Oh, we made it. This is definitely like a new personal best. Oh, there we go. There we go. They got us. That game is chaotic fun. It's really cool. And good job to them. We now have Palooza from Zombie 1975. This is a game that actually came out a long time ago, and I had it in like a previous like collection here, but it's recently been updated, and it's been great to see it get like an update, because it's always had potential. You play this fun character here. It uses a lot of MM assets, but uses them really well. Now here we go, we're going to push this box along. Look at that, it's amazing. I love the little image on the top of the screen as well, showing you. Oh, flip. I didn't mean to go into the thing. Okay, oh, no. Oh, flip. We're going again. But this has multiple levels, and it's just really cool, it's really fun. I love seeing this little ball character with its moustache. There we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to move on, but I hope that you can see how cool this game is, and that you're intrigued to play more. See, already, even I just want to keep playing it, because it's fun, it's cool, it's charming, it feels good to play. And it's interesting. But I will have to move on, and I'm going to leave you all to discover the rest of it for yourself. And I look forward to future updates as well. I do hope it eventually has more than the 3 levels that it currently has. But those 3 levels are magnificent. Right now, we move on to Strawberry Kiwi Climb from Quizam. And this is really cool. Like, what you may or you may not know is that these kiwis actually come from the unexciting All-Star Jam. Like, where like it was all eggs, and originally they were eggs, but Quizam's turned them into kiwi fruits, which is really fun. And this is, you know, a little obstacle course. Speedrun obstacle course. It's a fun scene. The assets are put together really well. Quizam's great. Absolutely love them and their stuff. Oh, here we go, get on that kiwi. There we go, we're on that kiwi. Oh, flip. There we go. So far, we're setting ourselves up for a new personal best. As long as we don't flip it up. Oh, there we go, beautiful. It is, new personal best. Amazing. Strawberry Kiwi Climb from Quizam. A lot of fun. We now have Tail Trust from Gigas Tuga. And this is really interesting, genuinely. This is kind of an experimental game. And there are definitely things that could be done to improve it. but also it's really cool, it's interesting. What you have to do is guess whether or not the AI is cheating. And it sometimes works. I mean, it always works, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Obviously, it's supposed to be hard to tell. Yeah, Tail Trust is a game where you need to figure out if your opponent is a legit player or a cheater. Meet Marcus, your opponent. You play as heads, Marcus plays as tails. Once you flip, the coin will decide if you or Marcus won. If Marcus is a legit player, he has a 50% chance of winning. And if he's cheating, he has 70% chance. You earn 15 coins if you accuse him correctly, you lose 30 if you get it wrong. And when you lose all your coins, it's game over. Also, you have to manually post your score. So it's like, do you hit or do you stay or do you stick or twist? You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna give this a go. It's interesting. It does have... I mean, it's a game of luck, it's a game of predicting. You can try to be its Tails. See, now it's Tails, he won. But does that mean that he's cheating or was it legit? I don't know. It's Tails again, but is it a legit Tails or is it a cheating Tails? Like, I don't know, and there's no way of knowing. I guessed correctly that time. I said he was cheating and he was. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting idea, an interesting concept. They say they've got more modes and more ideas in the works, and I'd be interested in checking them out. But I feel like it's I don't know. It's like there's the 50-50 of heads and tails, but then there's also the 50-50 of was that legitimate or was it cheating? It's just interesting. It's worth a play, and it's worth keeping an eye on for future updates. We now have Digi Digital Bug from Quizam again. This was made for the Dream Sounds Visual Jam using music from Beanbob 101. It's got 3 levels and it's a fun 3D platformer in a vehicle. We're just going to skip straight to the action here with level 1. Here we go. So yeah, you can see our imp is driving this like fun vehicle, and we've just got to platform our way to the end of the level, avoiding the obstacles. That's it. It's pretty simple, but it's really well done. It's well put together. I love the visual effects and the use of the music. The character is fun to control. I would love to see like more just like platforming games using this character and this vehicle. It's genuinely fun and interesting. It's another example of how Quizam can put together these really fun things in a short space of time. Oh no, flipped or fell. These really fun things in a short space of time, and they can use assets well. Oh. And that they've got a great imagination. Right, here we go, here we go. There we go. It's not a new personal best, but that's fine, that's fine. I was happy with the score I had. And then there's level 2, and that's really cool. We now have Super Lava, the Lava Cum Beta Chapitre 3 from OC Ramito. This is interesting. This is basically like a sort of 3D platformer. You know, first person 3D platformer. You can see that the art is fairly, you know, it's fairly basic, right? But there's nothing wrong with that. The game itself is functional. And that's cool, you know what I mean? It works. Oh. And it's about, again, it's about recognising and supporting a new dreamer and their work, and, you know, you always have to welcome newcomers to the Dreamiverse, and everything has to start somewhere. There we go, we got to the exit. Everything has to start somewhere. I remember my first dream, and this is probably better than it. So I do look forward to them doing more in the future. We now move on to Revolted II from Pulsate, the sequel to Revolted, which is a really cool game that I featured previously. And this sequel does improve every single thing about it. Like, it's got an open world instead of a menu for you to like a hub world, like an open hub world instead of a menu. I mean, I guess that's not necessarily an improvement, but it's cool. It's a different feature. The collectibles are used different. It's got like mini games and stuff. it's just interesting, it's cool. Here's a little introduction. So here we go. The previous game was set within a house, now this is set within a shopping mall. And this is the hub world. We can explore this hub world and get all sorts of pickups and collectibles, but also this is what links us to the various levels. So let's go into the toy store. Here we go, this is one of the tracks. And let's do a couple of laps at the toy store. But there's lots of tracks here. In particular, the ice rink track is really cool. That is one that I would recommend. Now let's do it. Also, it's really nice to hear this music, because this music is by Sauceless1, but it's from when they were not Sauceless1, like it's from their older account. And I remember it from all the way back in the beta, like, but I hadn't heard it in ages. And as soon as I started playing this and I started hearing it, I was like, oh my god, it's this music that I remember from all the way back in the beta that I loved. And I'd kind of forgotten about it. And also, I didn't realise it was Sauceless1. So this is a lovely little blast from the past, just hearing this music again. We did appear to just, like, miss a checkpoint. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, hello? Oh! There we go. Oh! I'm not very good at it. Oh! There we go. We've done it. Here we go. I'm determined to finish it. But it's really cool use of all the assets, right? Putting together this toy room. And this is just one of the various areas in the game. Oh. And there we go, we're on the final lap there, but that is Revolted II from Pulsate. Definitely go and check it out. Now we're going to have a brief little audio-visual break with Building with Balls from Jimmy Jules 153. And this is a really interesting sort of 3D scanner and printer concept. It's really cool, right? And the way it's done is that it's like lasers basically making the balls appear when they are detected. But it's just really cool, really great job, like beautiful to watch unfold. And really nice sculpts. It's just incredible from Jimmy Jules, an absolute legend. It's the magic of dreams. It's building with balls. It's amazing. Yeah, incredible from Jimmy Jules. And now we've actually got a second Jimmy Jules here, because they've been quite prolific this week. This is Generative Music Player. And whenever I start this, I never know when to end it. But just listen for a moment. This is all generative, like procedural music. Really cool, right? That does just go on forever, and it's never quite the same again because it's always changing. It's kind of random. We'll now have a little music video from Mr. Robot in It 1. It's a little couchy. It was made for Saturday Night's Dream Sounds video jam, and the music is by Death Venus Blue and Orion Valentine. We're not going to play the whole thing, or we might. It is short enough, but it's a lot of fun.
Flask full of gasoline, I'm that kind of fiend, staring contests with high beams while the SUV is driving right towards me and tries to abort me. Take a sip, flick the bic, and spit to torch any human beings occupying the vehicle before crashing into the ravine and capsizing. I'm aware that I'm ostracizing myself with my sick raps from hell. Well, maybe that's the only kind of honest story I can tell. I need to release these demons before my brain starts to swell and bloat. Don't worry, this ain't no cry for help. Nope, I say as I untie the belt from around my throat. Calm down, it's just a joke. This is my own psychology to let off some steam like a boat. This is my daily journaling murder he wrote. I'll break out of this straight coat, sit down by a lake and watch the bodies afloat pass by me while fantasizing about being the sacrificial goat. This life's gotten so hard, everyone in a ton of pain. Turn on the TV to inject some Novocaine. A long, slow drip directly to your vein until you forget and shut off your brain.
Marvellous, right? That's a couch made by Major Molecule that has now got a life of its own thanks to Mr. Robot in It 1 and Death Venus Blue. Now, rounding out this stuff to play section up here, we have Minerva, a new release from Demon 18. It's a mystery game and a little side project. It's really interesting as well. It features various locations. And I'm still not quite sure how the character gets from one to another in terms of the narrative, but that just goes to show that the narrative is interesting enough to allow you to like question it and think about it. It's really cool, it's really interesting. I'm going to try to play it long enough just now, just to get to, look at that, just to get to a section where you know, it changes a bit, but that's always creepy when something like that happens, and this in particular is really well done. It's really cool. And yeah, here we go. I'm switching it up a bit. This is a speed run. Like, obviously, I would recommend absorbing these areas more and the whole atmosphere and stuff. But I just want to show you how it evolves in these early stages. Oh, not going back there. Now what's happening? Look, it's like we're getting beamed up, right? And there we go. I can now confirm that we have been beamed up. Look at this, we're on a spaceship, it would appear. Spaceship, space station. Not quite sure yet. But things have changed. We've got a flashlight, and there's lots to explore here. There's even a couple of puzzles to solve. It's really cool, it's really well done, really atmospheric. You can easily get lost playing it. And as it says here, you have a stress meter and you can eat chocolate to reduce your stress. Pads can contain hints, and look, I can interact with this camera to see the camera, like, you know, through a camera. I've done this before, so I know that what I have to do is press that button, and then, you know, that opens a door back here where I came. that's a little spoiler for the walkthrough, but the rest of the game you will have to figure out for yourself. I'm not going to give it all away. But it's really cool. It's Minerva from Demon 18. Do go and check it out. Now, on the top right of the collection, as always, I have the little sort of Dream Sounds section. If you don't know, every Monday night I do a show called Dream Sounds, which is the best of like dreams music, week in, week out. Next one will be episode 89, which means that we have been going for quite a while, nearly 2 years of a show every single week, which is absolutely amazing. And as a part of Dream Sounds, there is a weekly music jam as well. Last week was the Hidden Jams Jam, where we tried to shine a light on some creators who might not have had a light shone on them before. We had all of these submissions here. And the current jam is the Ocean Pool Jam. Deadline for that is of course Monday night. But I'm excited to hear what everyone's put together. And I'm excited for the release of the game Ocean Pool, for which the submissions will be the soundtrack. The game is due to come out on Tuesday. Super exciting. There's also the video jam here. We do one of these every single Saturday night. Again, it's been happening for over a year, every single week. And it always results in a whole bunch of amazing experiences using the music that has been previously made for music jams. This current visual jam over here is the party visual jam. There's a wide selection of incredible music here that people have to choose from, and all they have to do is pick something from this and make something with it. And it could be anything. You know, it could be a music video, it could be a picture, it could be a game. It could be literally whatever you want it to be. Just pick a song and use it in something. The deadline is Saturday night, so people do have a full week every time, and it's really cool. We've got the hot new instruments section here. This features Cinematic Respace from HackerBoy 303, which is really cool. It's an instrument I'd definitely be recommending. It works, it's cool, and it sounds nice. We've also got Proggy Froggy Pad from Sulky Tardigrade. This one's kind of fun. Here we go. Oh. 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 Alright, let's go all the way. It's beautiful, it's cool. And then we also have Gentle Saw from Fluffy and Sassy. Which is really cool. Again, I'd love to hear that in various things. Over here we have a little section dedicated to High Score Wars. That's a community event that happens every Friday night here on the Twitch section of Dreams. You just need to come along and join in, basically. You just play along with people. And if you score well, then you can earn a team points, and if you don't score well, don't worry about it, because no one will even notice. We only look at the top scores. So you've really nothing to lose, and it's all just a bit of fun. It's not actually like a serious competition or anything. It's genuinely just a bit of fun. We've got a section down here for recently updated Dreams. There's a whole bunch of things here that came out a while ago that have been updated. We've got World on Fire 2, which has had various quality of life improvements since release. It's still been an absolute phenomenon in the Dreamiverse. Just look at these numbers here. And it is a really well put together zombie survival first person shooter game. If you like those sorts of things, then you will like it. We've also got Aquatopia, which has been getting almost daily updates. This is from Q07117, it's an early access title. It's been out for a while, but it is getting daily updates. There's so much good stuff going on here. Look at the amount of plays compared to thumbs up. Everyone's enjoying it. There's a lot going on with it. I will be giving it a deeper dive once it's got a little bit more going on, but I do recommend people check it out and keep up with its progress. I will no doubt be giving it a full playthrough once the whole thing is done. It's looking really promising. We've also got Jetpack Adventure from hereafter. This has been a long time project in the works, and it's really cool. It's really great. It's sort of like a Streets of Rage style brawler, which you can also play in multiplayer. We'll just give it a quick go here. It's got a marvellous introduction. No, not the ice cream. Anything but the ice cream. These guys have got to pay now. It's really well done. It looks really nice, it plays well, it's fluid. And hereafter is someone who has put together a whole bunch of cool stuff. And this can also be played in 2-player as well, as with all the best sort of brawling games like that. There have also been updates to the web from Cat135. And this is just such an amazing long-term project. It's been in the works since all the way back in the beta of Dreams, getting regular updates. And it still blows me away every time that I visit it and I discover new things. Sometimes entire areas just get scrapped and replaced with new things, and it's like, whoa. It's really cool. It's such an adventure, such a journey, such a trip. You never know what you're going to see next. If you have not played the web, or even if you have played the web, it is always worth revisiting with all of the updates that it gets. And then this next one in the updated section is particularly interesting because it's a game that I previously was not necessarily aware of until it got updated recently. It's Alex versus the Phantom Night King. And it's a game that appears to have come a long way from from its very first published date to just now. It's had a lot of updates, and it is interesting and great seeing people like put long-term work into a dream. And it's important to recognise it as well. Because dreams are for life, they're not just for like one day, you know what I mean? It's not just about the new releases, it's about things that get updated as well. It's important that people know that. I've always been someone who's more than happy to keep an eye on that sort of thing and make sure that they do get the recognition they deserve. The music is very loud, but the game is not yet considered complete, so there is still work to do on it, but it's been great seeing it come as far as it has, and TO407 has done a great job. I have been defeated and the music is very loud, but it's a dream that's worth checking out and it's worth keeping your eye on. It's always important to support various newcomers within the Dreamiverse. Let's have another quick little audiovisual break with our final, with a quick one from Irish Mile and then our final creation from this section. This is Irish Mile, just wishing us well for the upcoming summer. There we go. Get ready for summer. Just doing yoga poses while your wife holds you up there. Amazing. Yeah, beautiful. Great job, Irish Smile. Everyone get hyped for summer 2022, where there will be events such as Dreamsfest 2022, which is super hype. But now we have Memories in the Hereafter. This is music by Venwave and Orion Valentine with visuals from Trigobalt. It was made for part of last night's video jam, and we're just going to play a little clip here. It's very difficult to not play the entire song, such as how awesome it is, but let's try and stick on schedule. It's pretty amazing, right? And that is just the introduction. There is actually an entire story there to be told, and the song is just one of those songs that keeps on giving. It's absolutely marvellous. Now here in the community events section, we do of course have Community Events TV, where you can keep up with all sorts of new community events. But then also we have a section for Dreamsfest 2022, where you can get involved. You can create a mini game, you can create a tent, you can create a bungalow, you can create a performance. There are so many different ways to get involved for everyone, no matter what sort of talent it is that you have, you can get involved in Dreamsfest. There is a way. We do of course have, Dream Sounds Jam, we spoke about that earlier, and the same with the Visual Jam. There's a link here to the PDHM weekly creation challenges. They're always cool, they're always fun. And then we've got Lee's Lady Search and Shape community challenges here as well, which again is cool and fun. In Kits of the Week section, we have this kit from Trix, which showcases an upcoming project from them. It's a universe that does also have some things within it, but I'm super excited for what they've got cooking. I do believe they have something cooking with all of this stuff. And there's some just marvellous assets here that are now free for anyone to use in anything. They've released that publicly. We've got Neff's plants, which is just wonderful as well. So many realistic plants here, all from Nefendril. If you are looking for any sort of greenery in your scene, then give these a go. They're great. And then we also have this kit here, which is from Nefendril and Ian Sane Artist in collaboration with myself, which is the Iri Moon of Ekathos creation kit. This is a top dream here. It's an MM pick. It came out a while ago. The scene is remixable, and then also here are all of the elements that were used to make it. So you have the character, you have the music, you've got the mountains, you've got the fauna. Everything that's here is here. So if you want to make something in a similar sort of vibe, you can do. And I think that's cool. Massive shout out to Nefendril and Ian Sane Artist for doing that in collaboration with me. In the Make a Game section, we have a Tilt creation kit. If you don't know Tilt, it's an MM pick from a couple of years ago, but this kit is new. I'll load up a level here to show you how the game works. And you can take these levels and you can remix them and you can make your own. And I hope that someone does. I would love to play more. You see here, you control a ball, you've got to get the ball to the end. Level 1 here is very simple, it is just straight lines. But then in level 2 you can see that things get a little bit more complex. And you are free to take this and you know, make your own levels. I think that would be great. I'd love to see it. So we have to touch all of the sort of orange panels. That's our objective here. And then once we do that, the exit will open. But there's holes on these ones, and we've just got to tilt the board. Oh, flip. Alright, no, there we go. Okay, phew. I'm gonna leave it there, or I will stress out. But I would love to see people put things together with that. We've also got Neon FPS Creation Kit from Duckonomics, again in collaboration with myself. This is basically a remixable kit for Cyberspace Defender, their hit MMPick FPS from a year or so ago. And yeah, again, you can take it and you can remix it. And there are also links here to other FPS creation kits, which contain all sorts of things that you could potentially meld with it to create all sorts of different experiences. I would love to see people sort of mix and match between all the different things on offer here. I think that would be cool. It really is everything that you need to make an FPS. Now, I do believe we, oh no, also, one more. We've got the top-down sports racer creation kit. Now, this comes from Body COVID, or Carvid rather. And yeah, look, this is really fun sort of top-down sports game where you just have to get to the end. I control this puck. Oh, there we go. That was just a very simple level there to show off the mechanics. The full game up here does have a lot more levels. And there's also this football version as well. Here we go. And you've just got to try and get through the obstacle course as quick as you can. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. It's pretty simple, but it's really fun. And I would love to see someone take these and remix them to either create some new courses or to come up with new concepts. They could even add new mechanics and stuff to them. I think it's really fun on a personal level, and I would love to see more. All of these creation kits here are amazing resources, and if you do want to make something fun in a relative short space of time, they're a great method of doing it. Literally nobody has thumbed this up yet, and it's been out for 3 days. So I would love to see someone make something with it. We do now move on to our showcases section, and we start off with a creation from its Gen Sim called A Dream in April, which is quite literally a dream that they had in April. They mocked up what they had in their heads during the dream, and it's really cool. It's great to see like people do that sort of thing. Not just because the game is called Dreams, but just because in general it's a cool thing to do, right? I'd love to see more people make scenes from their dreams. And this is a really well put together scene, it's really nice. And what's also interesting about this is that it's remixable, and Fuchs Fuhrer 82 took it, and they made their own scene, which is this. And it's really cool. It's the power of dreams, that you can literally take somebody else's dream, like actual real life dream, and remix it. Just think of that concept there. You're literally remixing someone else's real life dream. It's really cool. We now move on to Teaser Rainbow Gun from Ragnar VE. It's not playable, but it is a teaser of a future horror game, and it's really cool.
Dive like the White Rabbit.
And there we go, it's really fun, right? It's a really cool trailer for an upcoming project from who I think is a top creator. It's really cool, and I do look forward to it. We now have a little look at Fleckpunk magazine issue 4. This only came out yesterday, I do believe, and it's really cool. I've not actually dove into any of the creations yet because I'm saving it for when I do my investigation into Fleckpunk magazine issue 4. That will be its own stream and it should be a lot of fun, but I'm not going to force it. As much as I would like to do it as soon as possible, I'm not going to force it. I imagine it will come up at some point over the next few days / week, but you know, it's a lot of fun and I don't want to force it. I want it to all come naturally. It will be coming though, and that's going to be really fun, and feel free to check it out for yourself in the meantime. We've now got cute kitten cookies from Legend of Sketchy, and I love the icing on these in particular. They look adorable and they look so tasty. I don't want to eat the toe beads because that weirds me out a little, to be honest. I'll happily eat their faces, but I don't want to eat the foot. I don't think that's strange. I don't think that's that strange. But maybe it is, I don't know. It's really cool though. Beautiful from the Legend of Sketchy. We've got Studio House from Nike Paint here. And this is just a really nice put together scene that you could stay in forever. The scene doesn't end, it just goes on and on. And it is a nice scene to hang out in. It's really cool. Great job from Nike Paint. We've now got Aliens from Savalai 9726, and I was not actually aware of this creator until I discovered this piece. They are 145 in terms of their level, so they've been on Dreams for a little bit, but I was just not aware of them. I found this, I thought it was really cool, and yeah, it's great, it's cool. It's nice to discover new talent and to give them debuts. And I hope to see more from them in the future, and I hope that they do feel encouraged by like being found and featured and stuff. It's really nice, it's got a great vibe to it. I love these characters, they're just fun, and it's a great scene. I love the background and the big flowers, but are they like worm flowers? Are they worms? I don't know. It's just really cool, I'm a fan of it, and I do hope to see more. I'm following them now, and I hope they feel motivated. We've now got Portrait 01 from Yovark. It's just a little bit of early morning practice from them. And it's really cool, it's really well done. Really stylish. For a bit of early morning practice, I have to say, it's marvellous. Because even if it wasn't early morning practice, it would still be marvellous. Great job, Yovark. And now we've got Welcome Home from Dionisio Cardenas. This was made for Earth Day. And it's great seeing them back in Dreams, creating all sorts of scenes and music videos. I've always been a big fan of their work. And this is just really nice, it's really cool. I love the little face on the sun and the bobbing head of the cow. It's great, massive thumbs up. Here we have quite a creepy creation from Ragnar VE. This is the mother and the infant, but it's really well done. So just look at this scene, right? Look at the scene, look at everything, look at the details. It's really well done, as always, from Ragnar VE. But press X to see the infant. There we go. Press X to see the mother. There we go. It's just weird, isn't it? Because look at like the hands that are... It's just weird. It's really well done. Such a unique vision. Such an imagination. It's like a Hoover pipe. I don't know. It's like... It's just incredible from Ragnar. They've got a wonderful imagination. Now we've got the Coral City concept art from Specular Tower. And it's really cool, and it's concept art for an upcoming game that I'm super excited about. Specular Tower's been putting out a lot of teases and art pieces for this upcoming project, and if the project comes anywhere even close to all of the art pieces, then it's going to be a good one. It's going to be cool. We've now got Midnight Chimes from Fuchs Spirit 82. This is lovely. A great blend between sculpt and paint, as usual. Mixed media within Dreams, as I like to call it. It's just really cool, really cute. We've now got Just Dandelions from OK Georgie. And it is just dandelions, but if you wait a while, then like they do blow away. And it's a beautiful scene. OK Georgie does great work. I know that I'm going through all of these things very fast, but the idea is that I am just giving you a sneak peek here. Like, I want you all to play these for yourself. I don't want to, you know, give them all away or like have you fully absorb them. I want you to go and check them out. You know, the collection's published, and it is a great way of just keeping up with the best Dreams each week. We've now got Head Racing from Wargarble, which again is just absolutely marvellous, right? Look at that, look at the detail, look at the mud, look at the facial expressions. Every single one here has a different attitude about what's going on, and it's really great. We've also got Chrome Home from Valenge, really well done. I wondered if it was inspired by the Dream Homes project that was recently done by MM. I don't know, but I think it's really nice. It's great. I love the way it spins around, and the music works, and it's a really well designed little living room. It's got a kind of 70s vibe to it, apart from obviously the like flat screen TV and stuff, but I like it. I think it's cool. And I hope to see more like little houses and stuff in Dreams. And then we've got Mushroom Lands Above from Showcase Maker, which is just a lovely little scene with mushrooms and a moon and jazz. And frankly, what more do you want than mushrooms, the moon, and jazz? We've now got Melon from Usama 97, and it is exactly what it is. It's melon, except you can change the like camera effects to make it different types of melon. There's also a free cam, but it's melon, and it's rather tasty no matter what the colour. We also have a little bit more concept art from Specular Tower and Acid Plume, and this is for the same project that we saw earlier on, and it's just one of the characters, and it's cool seeing the concept art. I do look forward to the full game coming out soon. It should be awesome. Finally, wrapping up this collection for the week, up here we have a brand new collection from Gensim, the editor on editorial, basically editor MM, and this is their personal picks of the week as part of the Dreamview roundup. You can learn more about these creations by going to the highlights section, coming here, and then clicking on this section here, where it will open up the actual article for you to read on your console, which is really cool. Now, I do think that wraps up this. I think I've covered everything. It's always a bit manic when I do this. I'm trying to cover as much as I can in as short a time as I can, but I think I've gone through everything. Everyone, thank you for sticking with it. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that was fun, and I will catch you next week for a new best of the week in as short a time as possible. Cheerio.